So augmented reality is a new concept that is slowly becoming popular in the marketing world. So a lot of companies and businesses are actually moving to integrate augmented reality into our marketing methods because it's a technology that allows them to use computer generated image to give viewers a look at the real world and then actually allow them to be able to interact with different products and services. So for a customer to be fully immersed in that product or service is a very innovative concept, and augmented reality is a cost efficient way to have companies and businesses market while also assisting in increasing their revenue, and then therefore more companies should definitely begin implementing augmented reality. So at the presentation, we're just going to go over the concept and progress of AR, augmented reality, and just see how it's implemented into marketing and some advantages, disadvantages, some ways that it can definitely be improved upon, and then the cost of augmented reality as well. So first, basically just going over what augmented reality is. So augmented reality is actually technology that works on computer-based recognition algorithms. And basically it uses sound, video, graphics, and other sensor-based inputs, and it gives real-world objects a 3D and a very personal effect using the camera on your device. So whether it's a smartphone, a camera, etc., you can definitely access augmented reality. You can either use an app or sometimes it can be used through an online website. So a simple case of augmented reality is pretty much where a user captures the image of a real-world object, and then the underlying platform it detects a marker, and that triggers a virtual object, which then displays on the camera of your screen. A few years ago, we saw QR codes popping up everywhere. So augmented reality is that next step. So it's trying to make up for the QR code, which wasn't very successful. Augmented reality is used in numerous ways. Right now, it's being used for 3D playing cards, movie posters, even fitting rooms. When people want to try on like clothes, when they're shopping online, you can actually have a virtual fitting room. Virtual test drives online for vehicles, and even just to see how simple products would operate in real life. So it definitely makes it possible for individuals to really visualize and engage with these products and the services that they're looking for. So for example, a common app for augmented reality is simply augmented reality on your website or on your smartphone. So I went ahead and I actually downloaded the app. So this is what the app actually looks like. And basically what you do is it allows you to explore different objects and then virtually interact with them. So the example I'm going to use is, it's not a very popular example, but it's for Sun detergent. So essentially they give you a list of items that you can go through, and you can choose one and interact with that item. So I went ahead and I picked the animated packaging. So if you see here, the automated packaging shows up on the screen as a very small object. So let me pull that up real quick. So I'm now able to make the image bigger. So if you check out the screen here, this is the Sun dish detergent I was talking about. So you can actually take your fingers, you can move the object throughout the screen, you can rotate it so you can see the different angles, you can make it bigger, and then you can also make it smaller as well. And if you see here and you go back and exit out of that, it allows you to see other interactive products as well to really see what they're about. So you see there's like a variety. So from like Christmas items to different skeletons, new Coke machines that they're inventing, all that cool stuff. So besides using the app to just go over different types of objects and everything like that, you can get some different kinds of apps, which we'll talk about in a second, and see other ways it's implemented. So the cool thing is that with augmented reality, it has a lot of hidden content that are behind marker images. So businesses are able to put them on business cards, flyers, mailers, etc. So when the user actually uses their camera to scan the image, whether it was a picture of a manager on a business card, it'll actually take them to a virtual world. For example, on a business card, somebody can scan a picture of a manager, and it'll take them to a YouTube video where the manager's introducing themselves and then telling them about the company and things like that. Another popular concept is actually used with Ben and Jerry's Scoop of Happiness. So in Ben & Jerry's Scoop of Happiness, they have something called Move Vision. So Move Vision, you go ahead and you pull that up, and it allows you to scan the top of any ice cream container by Ben & Jerry's, and actually it's interactive and allows you to go through the process of seeing how the ice cream is made, where the ingredients exactly came from, and learn the background of the company as well. A lot of musicians and artists use it to give live interviews of their bands and different things like that as well. So some of the advantages are definitely that people are more likely to buy a product after they're able to physically touch it and experience it. It also gives a brand affinity to companies, so people can identify a brand with a certain logo or a certain product that they've seen. It gives customers quicker access to the product or the service, and it also brings in a lot more profit for companies. So in 2015, 2.5 billion AR apps were actually downloaded. Now, some of the issues with that is the biggest one is a privacy issue. So whether the app can actually address your location or whether it's able to, scroll through the files on your phone, they're still going through and figuring out what exactly AR needs to be able to give you the fullest experience. Also, it has a lot of technological limitations. So not everybody has access to a smart device. Therefore, one of the improvements would be having different platforms where people can engage on the go. So whether it's at a museum and AR is available for all visitors to the museum, it allows them to see what's going on at the museum. Another improvement would be market AR better. So AR is available in all different locations, but for example, in a subway location where connectivity is very limited, it doesn't make sense for AR to be a part of that. AR can also be used for many other reasons, so whether a doctor's office, so maybe a patient can see a procedure done before it's actually performed, that would be all cool. That would be great as well. Now, AR is expected to generate more than $1.5 billion for 2016, and it's also dependent upon the taste and requirements of the client. So if the client wants a more complex AR, then it's going to take more money as opposed to just something that's really simple like a business card. So augmented reality is really a step in the right direction for many companies, and it definitely helps to increase that brand recognition that they're looking for, as well as product knowledge, while increasing revenue and keeping their marketing costs low.